Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. I am standing in front of my motor scooter. I have a motor scooter. But we're going to talk about a guy who I'm going to call Biker Boy. Biker Boy. And we're talking about a case out of Philadelphia. I don't know if any of you have seen this viral video that has been circulating. It happened a few weeks ago where a guy on a bike, a 20-something-year-old man, jumped off his bike, because there was in a group of bikes and ATVs, and Philly has a problem with this, by the way, and hopefully they can get this under control. Well, this guy got off this bike being part of a biker mob, a biker group, and he jumped on the back of a vehicle with a woman inside the vehicle with her kids, and then he kicked out her back windshield, and then he fell down, and she got out of the car, and then he had a gun on him, and then he headbutted her, and she stood her ground to protect her children from this guy. We'll call him a hoodlum. We'll call him a misfit criminal, and then he rode off. But, his image was circulating everywhere. Who is this guy? Well, he got arrested. His name is Cody Heron. This guy right here. Biker Boy, we'll call him. Well, Biker Boy went to court today, and the judge wasn't happy with him. He's charged with charges, but guess what? He had a high bond as it is, but the judge increased his bond to $4 million for that incident that we just saw on video. Check out this latest news report right here. This is the latest news report out of Philadelphia. Bail now at $4 million for biker who attacked woman in video, officials say. A judge increased bail to $4 million for Cody Heron, the biker who was caught on video smashing a woman's car, waving a gun at her, and headbutting her while her two young children were inside her vehicle near Philadelphia's City Hall, a district attorney's office said. Bail has been increased to $4 million for a biker who investigators said was caught on video smashing in the back of a woman's car, waving a gun at her, headbutting her while her two young children were in the car. During a preliminary hearing on Monday, a judge increased the bail to $4 million for 26-year-old Cody Heron, who remains charged with simple assault and recklessly endangering another person. The terroristic threats charge against Heron was dismissed due to lack of evidence. A spokesperson with the district attorney's office confirmed to NBC 10. Heron is scheduled for a formal arraignment October 30th. A viral video for Sunday, October 1st. A viral video from Sunday, October 1st showed a group of ATV, motorcycle, and dirt bike riders surrounding 23-year-old Nikki Bullock's sedan. A motorcyclist wearing a helmet is seen leaving his bike to jump on the back of the sedan, shattering the window. What appears to be a handgun drops from his waistband, and he then appears to wave it at her as she emerges from the car, then headbutts and pushes her as she confronts him. Interim Police Commissioner John Stanford called it a despicable behavior. Officials said the suspect, later identified as Heron, was tracked down and arrested with the aid of tips from the public. The motorcycle, clothing, and a 9mm handgun was seized as evidence from a home in Frankfurt section of the city, according to investigators. Bullock was in the car. The armed dirt bike rider jumped on with her girlfriend and two children, 5 and 2. They were delivering food at the time. So the two children were in the car and her girlfriend was in the car. They're not paying attention. They're not paying attention to lanes. They're just doing whatever. So I'm turning in the lane and he just hits the side of the car, Bullock said. Bullock told NBC 10 she had argued with the man after that impact until the bike rider decided to attack her vehicle. He jumped up here with 2 feet, she said, pointing out where the man launched himself onto her back bumper. He stepped his first foot down, didn't work, so then he was like, and went through. Video shows the biker jumping on the rear window of Bullock's car before falling through her windshield as it shattered. He steps off the car and drops a firearm to the ground before picking it up as she exited the vehicle. When he pulled the firearm up to her eye level, she stood her ground. She stood her ground, wanting to protect the children in the vehicle. It was just like it was a little gun, and at that point, my windshield was already broken. So what was he really going to do to me? For real, she said. As can be seen in the video, when the argument got heated, the writer headbutted Bullock, using his helmet as a weapon against her face. She responded by shoving his bike to the ground. I'm grateful that my kids are okay. I'm not a scratch. It's not a scratch on them. She said it's just the simple fact that I had kids in a car. I just wanted to protect them honestly. $4 million bond. What do you think? What do you think? $4 million bond. Justified or not? Now, do you think that $4 million is excessive? Obviously, they're making an example out of him. Philly has a problem with these bikers that drive through the neighborhood, sometimes in the hundreds. But what that guy did, I can understand driving through, and that needs to be corrected and fixed. But this guy took it to another level and got off his bike and started doing vandalism and terrorizing. He also headbutted a female, a guy, headbutting a female. I think they're going to throw the book at this guy. Philadelphia is notorious of letting criminals out of prison and jail. D.A. Krasner. But I think they're going to throw the book at this guy, and I could see this guy going to prison for what he did. What do you think? This is my bike, by the way, and when I drive my bike, I drive responsibly. I got a license plate, got a registration. A lot of those bikes in Philadelphia, the bikers, they don't do that. These bikes, and lately Philly has been responding and confiscating these people's bikes. But they need to get this in check because I'm afraid someone else is going to get hurt. And we say no to violence on JLR Investigates. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button. How much time should Biker Boy get? I'll be reading your comments and let me know what you think about that incident. We will talk soon. Stay tuned.